In part 1 of this series, we spoke about the internet's initial reaction to young Philly's arrest, before most of the UK, where he's from, woke up. As of now, there have been multiple responses from various influencers in the sphere, along with videos he's been featured in getting deleted off of various YouTube channels. And all in all, more people weighing in on the allegations as a whole, and the internet had a lot to say about it. It starts off with Fearbuck tweeting out, "Young Philly has been granted bail of $122,000. with conditions that require him to stay in Western Australia until his court appearance in December. He must also report to the police 3 times a week." World Hall of Fun responds, "YouTubers when given a chance to destroy their career." Eddie says, "Why let that S offender free on bail?" Ballhagen responds, "Hey dumbass, let's read. It says alleged." Motivation Quotes responds, "Public safety concerns versus presumption of innocence." Zoe says, "Why does bail even exist?" And Big Mish responds, "Because there's this thing that's core to our legal system called the presumption of innocence. Assuming you aren't a flight risk, you typically should be able to remain free until your trial." Mpimba responds, "I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna hold off until all the evidence is out. You just can't trust people right away. Look at what happened to Dr. Disrespect and Johnny Depp. Both were falsely accused, defamed, and still haven't fully regained what was unjustly taken from them." Dog Days responds, "Facts, but Dr. Disrespect actually did that shit." Sriracha responds, "You just told us your judgment is way off. Dr. Disrespect?" E-Man says, "This just ruined my day yesterday when this news hit. Why is it always the people I like, man?" Ollie tweets out, "Chunks unfollowed Philly already. Some mate." And Community Notes corrects him and says, "Young Philly doesn't have a verified X account to confirm this, but as of the 10th of October at 2023, Chunks is still following Philly on Instagram. You can check Chunks' followers here." And just to verify, as of 2:25 p.m. in Central Standard Time on October 11th, Chunks still does follow Young Philly on Instagram. CMD responds, "When your mate goes down for our allegations, you better be there at the sentencing saying, 'Free my artist brudda, he ain't do a thing.'" And Ollie responds, "I ain't mates with arists." Steph Senya says, "Yet you're defending a likely arist, you bloody spanner." And Ollie says, "Am I? Mad." AngryGinge Updates tweets out, "AngryGinge has his say on the Young Philly situation and the future of hashtag girth and turf," and attaches a clip here titled Part 1.
Hello chat. Okay, first thing I'm going to say, mods, good luck at the minute. Okay, second thing I'm going to say, 11,000 viewers in 1 minute. You sick fuckers. Where the fuck have you all been? Where the fuck have you all been? Now, I'm not going to pretend nothing's happened overnight. I'm going to be open and honest, as I always am. Where do you start? 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm laying in bed, right? See what's going on Twitter. First of all, I'm the exact same as yous. I'm shocked, mental. But he's now obviously involved in legal proceedings. I cannot comment on legal proceedings. Yeah, you know it is. Mad. 17,000. I didn't even get this on GNT before it. Crazy. But no, chat. Honestly, I can't comment on legal proceedings. I don't know anything more. I know the exact same as you. I know what's been put out in the news. I don't know anything more. Please don't think I do. And it is what it is. We have to just wait for the final verdict. You will all make your own opinions and whatever, and that's fine. I think the next big question, GNT, if you want my honest answer, I don't know its future. I don't know its future at the minute. We'll see what we can do, but at the minute, I don't know. There's not much else I can say other than everyone at GNT is in the exact same boat as you. We only know what you know, and that's that. Fucking hell, and that is that. So yeah, H for 49. When it comes to it, we'll come to it. Listen, you're all going to spam it. I'm fully aware of what's gone on for today and everyone else's streams. Mods, do your best. But yeah, it is what it is, man. We got to fucking crack on. And that's life. What more to say? Right,
Tori responds, the most unnecessary disclosure ever. He mumbled and said nothing basically. H says, what do you want him to do? Adam Page says, genuinely feel for Ginge, I can't lie. Could see how emotional he was all the way through it. Akram Hussein responds, white people don't have any sympathy for Philly. I think it's just recent case of Diddy. Now we are imagining that everyone is Diddy. Not proven, bro. Soba Smoke responds, you're genuinely sick in the head. Mermaid Files responds with this image as a reminder of what he's been charged with, which says, he has been charged with 4 counts of S penetration without consent, 3 counts of assault, 1 count of impeding a person's normal breathing or circulation by applying pressure to their neck. Lux tweets out, the Chunks and Philly show live has officially been canceled, and attaches this image that shows the live show is going to happen between Chunks and Philly on Friday, October 18th. Casey says, where did you see this? And Lux responds, those with tickets have received a message offering a refund. And he shows a text message that says, Dice, the Chunks and Philly show live show has been canceled. A full refund has been issued to the car you used to buy the ticket and should arrive within 5 to 10 business days. Japanese Juno responds, Philly single-handedly ruined all their careers, SMH. Ethan says, Chunks and P. Fiddly show. Con Smith responds, can't imagine why. Lux also tweets out Aaron Hunt's response to Young Philly allegations and attaches this clip.
Right, the Philly situation. I'm just going to do a video on here because I can't be asked when I'm streaming later for the comments just to be, what's your opinion on this? What's your opinion on this? And I can't be asked talking about it all day, so I can just say, go and watch that video. Look at the state of me, by the way. I am screaming out for the Turkish barbers. I'm putting it off till I go away in 2 weeks. I think the main thing that you need to look at from the article for now is accused. That's the main word. Young Philly accused. That's all it is at the minute. All it is at the minute is an accusation until there's any evidence about it. If it was one of your mates who's had this done, boys, how many times has people been on a night out, yeah, took some bird back that they don't know much about? Just imagine if it was one of your mates who's done that, and then the next day he's been accused of something. Are you going to completely shut the door on your mate because of an accusation, or are you just going to wait for some facts? I think everyone should just be waiting for some facts at this point before getting the torch and pitchforks out. Obviously, if it turns out that it's something that he has done, lock him up, disgusting, do you know what I mean? Write him off, cancel him. But, do you remember Ched Evans a few years ago? He got done for it. He literally went to prison for about 6 months, and then it turns out he's not done it. If it turns out that he's not done it, and this is not just for this case, this is for all cases. If it turns out that he's not done it, and the accusation turns out to be a lie, then the bird should get just as long as he would have got if he did it, because if it's a false accusation, it can ruin lives, can't it? But like I said, for now, the best thing to do is probably to just sit tight and wait for some more facts to come out about it.
Nathan responds, don't think he understands the difference between charged and accused, and Philly has been charged. Pablo says, Philly has been charged and he'd genuinely have been better off saying nothing. Zeba responds, charged doesn't mean convicted. And Pablo says, thank God I didn't say that. It's a criminal case, Lamau. The police have seen enough evidence to extradite and charge. I don't know what else I can tell you, man. Marco Beans responds, maybe say he's not proven guilty yet, you spaz. Not that hard to understand that despite evidence and whatnot, the courts decide if he's guilty, which has not happened yet. And Pablo says, okay, so why not say he's not proven innocent? Because the evidence is all against him. If anything, he is the one that needs to prove he's innocent. They've literally got CCTV and her physical body as evidence. And Thuggin with a black spot says, burden of proof is always on the prosecution. But with the alleged evidence against him, it's not looking good for the lad at all. Only replying to say he doesn't have to prove his innocence, but rather, it'll be on prosecution to show guilt beyond reasonable doubt. Georgia quote tweets Lux and says, not one person on God's green earth cared to know Aaron Hunt's opinion on the Young Philly allegations. Sarah responds, I think they stream together, no? And are mates, I think. I think he's very balanced in this. We should wait until we know all the facts before writing someone off. I have a male friend who was falsely accused and it ruined his life. If Philly has done it, lock him away for good. Jamila tweets out, Young Philly is a prime example of what happens when internet celebs think they're genuinely untouchable and end up ruining their own lives in the most sick way. 4 counts is crazy. By the way, in no way am I implying the victim's life isn't also ruined. I genuinely hope she gets all the love and support she deserves, because abuse can do so much damage to your mental. Drama Alert tweets out, Sidemen have made their 20v1 video with Young Philly private. it, following the allegations, attaching a video that shows as such. Sage Mode Patrick replies, the video is private, but they've already pocketed the 150,000+ pounds from that video. Zacky Cookie says, the fuck you want them to do? Send the money back to YouTube? Lux also tweets out, Pieface reacts to Philly getting arrested and attaches this clip.
Is Philly alright? He's what? No, that's not no, don't believe everything you read. That won't be true. Right, we won't. Don't talk about that in here then, because that won't. That'll. Yeah, Nitro. Do you know what's crazier, mate? Being so bothered to keep. No, let me unban him a second. Nitro. What's crazy, mate, is making constant burner accounts because you've got nothing better to do with your sad sack life. Fortunately, unlike most people, mate, I'm not one to throw someone I know straight under the bus without knowing information, actually. So, because I'm not a massive... Yeah, well, you're not friends, mate. You know? I'll tell you what I will check, mate. I've got some news here. It says, you're a massive... That's what it says. Now, you I feel bad for Ginge. It'll be bad for him. I have seen it. Yeah, I have seen it. It'll be bad for Ginge. People will be all over that tomorrow.
Mike responds, sounds like he genuinely didn't know about anything till he was already streaming, so can't really blame him for not knowing how to react. Ben says, feels bad for Ginge but not the girls that have been groped. Samuel tweets out a continuation of this clip and says, AngryGinge and Pieface have both responded on stream to the recent Young Philly situation. Philly has been accused of R and was arrested before being released on bail, and attaches to this clip of Pieface.
I'll say what I've said before. I'm not going to throw someone who's a friend under the bus just by reading one part to it. That's how it goes. Yeah, look, I've seen Twitter, and again, politely, I don't want to discuss things like that because, and also again though, without context and more information, I'm not going to throw someone I consider a friend under the bus. I'm not like that, so. Right, 73W, I'm going to tell you this really politely, mate, right? Firstly, I can do what the fuck I want because it's my stream. Secondly, I don't have to talk about whatever I want. Thirdly, and I'll say it to you in the most polite possible way, right? Again, I'm going to be polite with you here, okay? Again, if I wanted to be a I would do what most people would do and go, oh, I'm never speaking to him again. This is disgusting. But unfortunately, because I'm a fucking man and I'm strong enough to mentally to make a decision on my own.
Martin says, Pieface's reaction doesn't shock me one bit. Jay responds, fair play to Young Philly. Bro went from girth and turf to unconsensual girth and perth. LV General posts on his story and says, everyone please stop messaging me about what's happened to Young Philly. He's a grown man and he has to take responsibility for his own actions. I'll be praying for a man because Australian prison ain't a joke. Bears, snakes, and spiders and shit. I just hope this don't backfire on his family. King tweets out, Young Philly and that fat enabling C Chunks are both incel losers who this generation gassed up and engineered their clout/access. Never been remotely funny, nor had an iota of substance. Their whole clique sickens me. This is why I'm onto both of them scumbags. And attaches this clip which you saw in part 1, but I'll play again as a reminder.
My family got you.
Why?
Huh?
I'm a good man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
No, I had too many stories. Yeah, anyway, yeah.
What stories?
Huh? Ben to the left. I'm not just, that's very scary.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with you when I'm clarting? You've just got to worry about I'm treating your sibling good.
Smitty says, hey bro, Chunks definitely knew something. There's a clip of Chunks saying I wouldn't let you marry into my family, there's too many rumors. Wallahi, this is meant to be a holy man. Bro's a complete charlatan. King Divine responds, I'm not saying that Chunks didn't know, but to say it because of that is stupid as fuck. Because that I wouldn't let you marry into my family is a common thing within guys. Saskia says, devil's advocate. He could just be talking about Philly being a hoe and banging dashing girls who've caught feelings for him. Jamie says, Chunks in this tweet, and attaches this clip.
Damn it. What the fuck was that about, huh? What's up, you fat pig? What, you don't see where you're fucking going?
I wasn't even driving.
Don't shut the fuck up, you fucking piece of bacon!
Why'd I get picked up?
Two Worm Capri Sun says, how you more mad at Chunks than Philly, the one who did it? And that's what the internet's had to say so far. See you next episode.